we've a little detour to make onto the Buchanan Highway. With about 10,000 kilometres covered on this trip now, it's good to find a place to camp and roll out the swag in this lonely region. The Buchanan jabs out through the western half of the Northern Territory, a lonely bush track. It roughly follows what was known as the Murrumbidgee Track, one of the roughest, toughest stock routes of Australia that has seen more disasters in lost cattle and men than just about any other stock route on the continent. And the disasters aren't finished out in this scrubby wilderness. As at daylight, we stumble on a lonely camp. There's been a breakdown, and we recognise the gear of an old mate and find a pretty forlorn group. It looks as though there might have been a little drowning of sorrows last night, and Lindsay takes a bit of stirring. Phil gets the breakfast fire roaring. The story unfolds. Apparently, the heavy haulage float that was being pulled by the old Mac has thrown a suspension and is now disabled. Phil cooks the breakfast steak in the traditional bush manner.
Coals, sharp, clean your teeth. Righto.
While the driver gets his early morning call, made effective with the threat of a cattle prod. It's decided that the trailer can be made mobile, but it won't be able to carry its load, Lindsay's earth-moving scraper. And Lindsay needs to be a couple of 100 kilometres west to start an earth-moving contract. So the scraper is refuelled and Phil starts the long track west while we go back to the trailer to attempt to right the wrongs. A couple of hours work and temporary repairs gets the gear back on the road, and the Mac retreats to its headquarters for more permanent repairs. The scraper, not your average bit of road transport, maintains its westerly course via an essential stop to ward off dehydration at Top Springs, of course. And yes, Lindsay got to his job and finished it.